A very big welcome back, builders. Today we are going to do a round of Against the Storm. I picked up this DLC when it came out, Keepers of the Stone, but it just had a big 1.5 patch, which added a new biome and a couple other things to the game. One of the community complaints with Keepers of the Stone was it felt a little overpriced for the amount of content that you were getting, and so good devs were like, hey, you know what? If that's what you guys think, here's some more stuff to add to it. So good on them. In addition to that, this is the anniversary of the channel. Last year on November 30th, I posted my first video, which was a rough video of Against the Storm. And I thought it would be kind of cool to go back to our roots, as it were, and check it out and give myself a point of comparison between that first video and now. So I'm going to chitter-chatter a bit about the channel while we play through here. Hopefully you will still find it enjoyable if you are not a regular channel enjoyer. And if you are a regular channel enjoyer, welcome in and thank you. This is my city at the moment, my upgrades at the moment. I reset my account when the DLC came out, and I'm basically back to where I was before. I don't think I'm quite as good at the game at the moment as I was then. It's been a year, frankly, and I haven't played much Against the Storm. More is the shame, because this is an absolutely excellent game. So we have most of the essentials, what I would consider early essentials. I mean, we got a ways to go here, but we have the good stuff that we'll need. And we are going to actually play in the newest biome that was just added over here on the Ashen Thicket. Actually took me a little bit today. I had to play through until I could reach a good spot to show this off. We are going to have a Gathering Storm world map modifier, which will make every year the storm last 10% longer. That could be pretty bad. Storms are pretty brutal. Like I said, I'm going to play on Viceroy difficulty. That seems to be about my sweet spot at the moment. So let's go ahead and hop in there. I've kind of previewed this a little bit. I prefer humans, I think. This map has a big, strong bias towards mining. So I actually would have liked beavers, but we don't have that option. So my second choice would be humans. However, the humans here are only 6 with no extra people, whereas I get 8 lizards and 2 extras. So we're going to go lizard and we're going to go extra people and try to just blitz in really, really strong, because I want to try to end this in a relatively short amount of time with that storm getting longer and longer. I noticed that we have the eggs and the meat, so right away we'll be able to make some skewers at the field kitchen, if nothing else. Beyond grabbing the people, I think we are going to grab, let's see, maybe some extra wood to get the houses just built lickety-split. And let's grab some roots. The reason I like the roots is in case we find fishing, then I can make some early crop packs to boost our fishing income. Go ahead and jump in there. All right, what did we get? So this is the biome effect. We gain a Thunder Blight Shard every 40 vein charges we mine. This is the mechanic to this map. We start with one of these, a Cornerstone Forge. So you can kind of pick from a selection of effects and build your own quarterstones. Some of these are absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So let's see. Every 30 bait used in fishing huts would give us 8 tools, for example. Like, that's pretty strong. Gain 25 random raw food ingredients. That doesn't sound terrible. What are our other ones? Every 2 seasons, we gain 25 food. Okay. Okay. Every 3 completed trade routes worth at least 5 amber, we could gain food. And if you throw a penalty on there, which, like, okay, I don't usually sacrifice a ton of stacks at there. It'll make things stronger. We gain 35 food. So these are absolutely ridiculous. There is some randomization. These aren't the only effects. I don't think I've seen them all yet. I played the map maybe 3 or 4 times. Let's see. We did not start with anything to mine. I have seen that before. We do have a fish pond here, so we could get started in on that. Let's go ahead and drop I know I'm going to build my standard road configuration. We'll just get ahead and plop that down. Something like that. So we have some flax, that'll be cloth. We have some vegetables, that will be food. Ditto with the pond. We ended up with foxes, humans, and lizards. Not the worst, not the best. Like I said, I really would have preferred to have beavers here, just because of how much they love mining. All right, humans, where is your... Okay, there it is. Our human special abilities, we get to know where the closest fertile soil is. Our fox special ability is we get to know where the closest geyser is. Our lizard ability is we get some tools. The lizard ability is a lot better earlier on. Things cost a lot of tools to open now, so I don't know about that at this point. All right, we're going to get a wood camp. I think I'm going to chop into here as soon as we get our first set of orders, and then we're going to try to go over here relatively early for food. Let's also set down our field kitchen. Well, let's check. Do we have anything we're going to be able to nab right off the bat? Planks and tools would be pretty good. I do have my farm. I'd prefer a plantation. Well, this will work either way. I'd prefer a plantation, just because we could plantation into a ranch, but that'll be fine. Take what we can get. Oh, jeez. Oh man, that's a rough one. Do I take that and hope that we get one of each? Do I hope we get that much fertile soil? I'm going to go really greedy and take that. That's probably a bad plan. We could get furnace, butcher. Butcher is like one of the stronger buildings, I think. With the people we have here, we can make jerky and then turn the jerky into skewers. That's very powerful. And then having oil, we can turn the grain or the plant fiber into oil for fuel. That's great. We're going to grab butcher. That actually means I won't build my field kitchen right away. We are going to start with a butcher. Have an interesting little opening there. And we're going to try. I'm going to not let anyone eat anything. I hope that doesn't backfire on me. And we're going to make a bunch of skewers. That'll make 2 of them happy, and the humans can still eat it. And we're going to rush that ASAP. So I want that built first, and I want that built first. And then I'm going to try to get the fishing in, too. And you get extra fish if you have bait, and you make bait out of... Where are you? Out of packs of crops. Let's pop you there. And we're also going to need a crude workshop. We didn't get any of the improved stuff there. That's a little iffy. We'll see how that goes. For wood cutting, lizards are not my choice of species for that, but it's who we have at the moment. Lizards are going to love working at the butcher, so we'll plop them in there. Sure, something like that. And then here, we're going to need... I'm going to put limit of 12 on. I don't have my old settings here. I didn't save them from my old computer when I switched over to the new one, so I'm having to manually do these for now. I haven't quite played enough to set up... We can do weeds here. That's perfectly fine. Make some early cloth. And then we don't have anything to make bricks out of at the moment. Nothing there. Okay, if we collect some of the flax, then we can use, we'll hopefully get a little bit of clay. And I'm actually going to move this right away, actually, so that we can set up our collection. We are going to need that. We are going to need this. And heck, while I'm at it, set up our... that. You are vaguely more important to me, as are you. Okay, let's go ahead and let them get started there. If you haven't seen Against the Storm, I kind of zipped through there. I wasn't planning on really tutorializing this really heavily, but that's just in my nature. We get drafts of buildings, and that is one of the coolest things about this game, is that you can try to force a strategy, and sometimes that'll work, and sometimes it will be incredibly painful as you try to force something that the game just is not wanting to give you. Okay, we're gonna make skewers out of jerky only, and then eggs only. We're gonna make jerky out of meat or bugs. I want jerky the highest priority. I want that to be the second, and we're not going to do any oil yet. Ooh, also, I don't want to burn coal, and I don't want to burn my oil yet. I will do those later on, possibly, but not yet. We might need those to solve glade events. Stop after storm for sacrificing. Glad I remembered to catch that. All right, this is going to be huge. We're going to take our initial 20 meat. Normally, that would be 20 meals. People will just eat it. We're going to turn our 20, so a 4 times, into 40 jerky. And we're going to take our 40 jerky, and we're going to turn that into what? Geez, only 2 jerky each. So that could be 80 skewers, but we're going to run out of eggs before that happens. Yeah, I just want to process all that, so I'm not going to put limits on it. I am going to tell people, no eating the jerky. We're going all the way to skewers because I can multiply my food so many times. That'll be fine. Bump ourselves up to double speed. That's usually what I've been playing at with then pausing. Beyond that, the other cool thing about Against the Storm is it solves one of the problems with a lot of city builders. This is the most fun part. Building your city, finding new raw resources, building production chains. But once you have that done, yeah, it's not as fun. So in this game, we have a goal. We want to finish the goals, the reputation with the queen, and then get out of here. We go on, we do meta progression, and we start another map. So we have like the best part of the builder for like, I'd say 50 to 60% of the map. And then usually just about the time I'm like, I'm kind of getting a little bored, I finish the map and boom, we're done. We're on to the next one. Okay, we get cornerstones. These are perks. Let's see what we get here. We could gain jerky every time we produce pies. We do have 2 species who like pies. That wouldn't be terrible. We could just gain some root deliveries. This is pretty powerful because it's just free food. Okay, we could gain reeds and clay every time we find a glade. We haven't opened any glades yet, so that's not bad. I kind of like the idea of that. We haven't found any clay or stone yet, and this will guarantee I have at least a little bit. Not what I normally take. Let's take it. Something a little different. And I'm not going to pop in here yet. I want to wait until my first set of orders in case we get a chop into a glade one. All right, you guys. We have 10 boards currently. Okay, let's invest some of those in a big shelter. I do usually, my normal opening is 2 big shelters just to get everyone in a house for the first storm. And then based on who we have here, man, that's really unfortunate we have foxes. They need to have a certain type of metal to build their houses. This map is going to give us copper, so I'm not really going to want to go down that production chain. We'll have to try to maybe buy or get a perk or something that will do that. And then we need 1 extra house to fit everybody, so we'll build 1 lizard house. Pop it back there. And I would like this in relatively high order. All right, here we go. Our first set of orders. Let's see what we get. These are randomized also. Again, that just really makes for a good game. Okay, this is relatively easy to do, and we could just up our grain supply permanently once we start farming, or we could make our smelting better. I think I'm more worried about food, and I guess it also has extra cloth. That's definitely to do. Okay, over here. Human resolve above 25 in the next 7 minutes and 30 seconds isn't going to happen. I have 1 human. I'd have to get 11 more. It's not going to happen. We could get human resolve to 22 at some point, and it would just give us some stuff. Or we could complete any 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events, and it's going to permanently up our copper income. Yes, please. Definitely. We could turn in some packs of crops, which I'm able to do, and that would increase our crop pack production. Yep, we're going to do that. Okay, so 7 packs of crops. We might even be able to do that already. If we look here... No, not quite. We can do 6 at the moment. You can do vegetables too. Okay, let's set that up with a limit of 7. I will let them do that first. And once we have this building done, we can collect some and do that. All right, we know what we need to do. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be a little greedy here. I'm going to do a year 1 pop open. None of these are timed ones that I picked, but I just want to get going. I want to see what's in here, so when we get to pick new recipes, I will be able to make smart choices about it. So, as I mentioned, this is also about Against the Storm's 1-year anniversary, but it's also the channel anniversary. Originally, the channel was gonna come out a little bit earlier. I had planned on, over my Thanksgiving break, making a video about Graveyard Keeper. I had it scripted out. I had the thumbnail made. It was the first thumbnail I ever made, and I think it would hold up a little bit today even. But I was having computer problems. It ended up being the CMOS battery was dead, for anyone who knows computers. And what it was doing to me was making it look like my hard drive was dying. So I thought I was having a hard drive failure. So I was spending the entire week frantically backing things up and trying to fix that rather than producing content. So very unfortunate there. Changed the course of history, perhaps. We got 2 fish ponds here, although one of them's a big one that we don't have the building to collect from yet. So very interesting there. Against the Storm, it taught me one lesson I think that I've learned a couple times on the channel, and that is that timing matters a lot. I came out with my Against the Storm videos before the big fish arrived, and it gave my channel enough of a boost to make me feel like I wasn't wasting my time. I'll say as a new YouTuber, it's very hard to get started. If you play a popular game, at least as a gaming YouTuber, if you play a popular game, people already have their favorites, and they're not interested in you at all, in the slightest. They don't care. So it's very hard to get views there. If you play a super niche game, it's hard to know if there's going to be an audience or not for it. The second thing that we did on the channel was some matchless kung fu, and it was relatively unpopular back then. It's seen a little bit of a boost lately because the game just came out in 1.0, and people were going back and watching some of my old content, but it happened there. I had that same phenomenon happen when we hit Dominions, and again lately with Zephon, just again teaching me that point that timing matters a lot, or at least it matters to a small channel. So definitely a lesson I have taken, hopefully to heart. Okay, we have a event here, this fuming machinery. I definitely need to make sure we take care of this. This is a little bit of a rough one. Like I said, it really sucks that the lizard special ability is 10 tools, and in Viceroy, that's not enough to solve an event. That makes the lizard trait really weak, in my opinion. We could spend all of our parts to do that, but even if we wanted to, we don't have a container. So we're gonna have to do this. We need some sort of water, and we're gonna need some sort of material. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do it with cloth because we're relatively close. So I need 12 cloth. And let's make sure... Okay, let's pop one of you out. Actually, no, we don't need to. You guys get that to make sure we have the raw materials. And then we're gonna need... Right there's gonna be fine. A rain collector. And you are not gonna use anything crazy. And then the second that is built, pop in my 2 people. So I have no spare workers whatsoever. That's fine. We need to make sure we get enough. We need... If it's going to be this, it's going to be 30. I don't think we're going to get to 30 this season. So it's maybe going to be clearance water. How are we doing over here? We're converting. Keep going, boys. Keep going. Hopefully before people start starving. Hopefully we won't. They're going to be hungry because I've turned off. They're not allowed to eat anything. We have plans for all that raw food. I also see that we did get a pretty weak copper deposit. Mining is super good though because of this forge, and getting that done sooner rather than later is worthwhile. We also have a free clan hall, and clan halls are absolutely amazing if you have carnivores. So this will apply really well for our lizards and somewhat well for our foxes. So They can fulfill their need for brawling, that's whatever. But carnivorous tradition makes it so that our gatherers do better, and... Or no, carnivorous tradition is going to give us the boost to... It's going to double the resolve bonus for meals. So I'm absolutely going to fix this up. Hopefully this counts as being in range. I'm not sure if this needs to be fully in or just touching. This will be good to know, because I'm not allowed to move it, unfortunately. All right, clearance water coming in. We need to have this get to 30. If it doesn't get to 30, I'm in some trouble. So hopefully that will happen. All right, yeah, keep chopping here. In fact, actually, let's be a little greedy. Let's chop over here. I'm just gonna prep this to pop next year. Lizard resolve is low. Well, fuck it up. I don't know what to tell you guys. All right, we at 30 yet? 18. That was 30, right? Yes. Very unfortunate. 22. Okay, it does look like we're going to get enough. Are you going to do something crazy? Okay, it's not going to do anything horrific to me while we're working on it. 26. Make sure we get to 30. 30. 32, actually. Okay, cancel you guys because I need you guys to come over here. Yeah. And then we're going to do... We got our fabric. Tear down, go. We need to get this started in the next, like, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which should be fine. We should be able to ferry over there quickly. Okay, we did get... They were getting cranky because they didn't have food. Now we have some food done. Yeah, we've multiplied our starting food so many times. That was a lucky pull to grab the butcher there. And to have two species that are going to get some bonuses to that. So as you can see here, lizards really like skewers, and as do the foxes. Very handy. What are we going to get from this? Some parts, some copper ore, and some barrels. Okay. Nothing too crazy, but that's fine. And something like this. Feel a little bit awkward. Alright, then... There. We also need to set ourselves up with a trade post. This doesn't... You don't really have to ferry anything to and from this once you have it built, so I like to build it kind of out of the way. We'll plop it over there. Yeah, see, here's another example. On earlier difficulties, 10 tools would have been enough to open a medium cache, and now it's not. So, I don't know. I feel like lizards are just super weak with that starting... the new frogs tell you where the nearest ruin is, so it would have told us about this one, I think. The harpies bring a bunch of raincoats, which are kind of here or there, but sometimes you can get an order and just auto-complete it with your starting pieces. That's pretty handy. All right, how greedy am I going to be? And I think all the builders know I'm very greedy. All right, we can definitely... Yeah, let's take one of you guys off there, and hopefully you can get started. What are you waiting on? You just need wood. Because we have to walk so far here, this is kind of inefficient. So as soon as we're popped in, I will go ahead and bring that closer for more efficient chopping. All right, master blueprint as a... Ooh, okay. This one gives us every special collector, except for fishing camps for some weird reason. But we collect slower until we've done 250 gatherings. I think that's totally fine. That means the only thing I need to pick up really is the advanced fishing thing if I so want that. We do also have 3 fishing areas, so that's probably worthwhile. Alright, we also got some more people. I'm going to grab humans because I know I'm going to build a farm, and humans are the best farmers. We also... Okay, now we also need a house built. Not going to be able to do foxes for a long time. Lizards would be nice. Yeah, let's do the lizard. The reason being, they're relatively easy to make happy at the beginning, and so maybe we can get an early reputation point with them. No nodes with the gatherers. Okay, so we finished that one off already. Let's just move it out of the way. Take you out. Yeah, let's just chill for a second. Let's get this one as a higher priority. We'll start collecting there. Okay. That's a little unfortunate because it's going to make it hard to use all this soil. Yeah. We're going to have to sacrifice one. Oh, there's nothing for it. I can't do anything else. Go ahead and plop that. I just know that's going to be a thing. We're going to want a road that runs here. Move my cart. I love that you could just move your collection things. It makes it so nice. All right, what did we actually get? Okay, we got some salt and some copper. That's a much more interesting mine than that other one. We also picked up a manufactory, which does fabric, barrels, and dye. We're totally going to rebuild that once we can. Some extra roots. These are semi-new. I don't remember when they added these, but we have leather collection points. Really high leather on these big ones. A little bit of meat and some salt. So that's pretty handy. And our dangerous event here is a totem of denial. If we don't solve the event, we get an impatience point, and the storm's duration is increased by 100%. Oh my goodness, this would be like game over on this map. Remember, every storm is going to be 10% longer already for us. We have nothing here that we could cleanse it, so we need to burn it down. And the only thing we have is either some of our coal, hence why I didn't want to burn it, or we could do boards, but we're just going to do coal. I don't want to wait around. I just want this solved. Luckily, here we go. Some of that crystallized dew, that's the metal I need to make fox houses. That'll work out pretty nice. Foxes do have the bonus of they are faster at doing events. Take that one. So put them in here, and we'll have them go investigate. They've been changed semi-recently. They used to have this specialization for rainwater. I think frogs have this now. And instead, they like working in blighted buildings. So that's kind of interesting. You could kind of like force any building to be good for foxes by pumping in a bunch of water. Okay, so over here, we need to get up to 20 planks and 8 bricks. So I'm going to have to up that. I'm going to have to up that. You can come back down. In fact, I want planks to be first again. And you actually be second. I want to rebuild this ASAP so we can get the bonus out of it. Low on fuel. Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that at all. All right, like I mentioned, we're having to walk a long ways, and that's really inefficient at the moment. So I want to just put this somewhere kind of close. So now we can just go boop, 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 and turn everything in. We have some houses queued, so we'll be okay there. We have 2 free workers, so we are getting stuff done. And we will have 2 more workers and 2 more workers when we're done with the vent, so we'll be just fine. So over the past year on the channel, we've done a lot of things. Like I said, we started with Against the Storm. We did Matchless Kung Fu. We did Dominions as kind of the big heavy hitter there. We've checked out some various Steam demos and whatnot. Just very, very recently, my birthday is also in around the month of November. So as just kind of a goal to myself, I was just kind of like, man, it'd be really cool if by the time it was my birthday, we got to 2,000 subscribers. And if it doesn't happen, by the channel anniversary. And towards the beginning of the month, we actually hit 2,000 subs. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. When I originally started, my goal was to get fully monetized in 1 year, which is 1,000 subs. You can turn on some stuff at 500 and you get the rest at 1,000. So that was just absolutely crazy to me. So thank you again, especially the early adopters and the people who are willing to watch stuff other than the one game that they subscribe to. I don't want to be a one-show Andy, aka for this channel would be kind of Dominions. I love Dominions, don't get me wrong, but someday people are going to stop watching that. And just as a gamer myself, I play all kinds of things. Some of which I show on channel and some I don't. Some are more popular on the channel and some are not. But that's just my diet as a gamer. Like, gaming is by far my main hobby. And I think the way you keep your hobby really fresh is playing different things. I think if you are, like, let's say, the people who are very, very into WoW, when the game went to pot, they were kind of stuck. You know, that was the thing they wanted to do, and the thing was gone. Or if you've ever played an MMO as your main MMO and it shut down, that sucks. That sucks a lot. We can get a building that does planks here and flour, neither of which we really have. Or we could get better raincoats. Raincoats are only used by humans on this map, so that's probably not going to happen. Let's go ahead and take that. And then here, oh, fulfill jerky needs? That's easy. We can do that right now. Ooh. I got this in one of my runs recently. So stupid powerful. But no shot we're going to be able to complete that. So, not going to happen. Have at least 2 HARs upgraded to level 2. That's pretty easy. Mediocre bonus, though. I think we're just going to take that one. Where are we at on food stuff here? Let's pop over to food. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to put a limit here of 50 skewers. And we'll do 30 jerky. And I'm going to let them... Here, I'm going to let everyone eat jerky again. We got past that initial hump. I just wanted to use that to multiply my food just in case things went sideways. Yeah, so I've really been enjoying the channel. Like, in all honesty, even when I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna work on the channel today. Today's gonna be a day off. 99% of the time, when I'm playing something, I'm like, man, I should just record this. I bet you people would enjoy it. So, it obviously is something that I enjoy doing. That. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It changes your perspective on things, though. It's one of those dangers, I suppose, of, you know, some people say make your hobby your job, but conversely, then your hobby becomes a job. And what that means is sometimes you don't enjoy things that you otherwise would enjoy. Like, you feel guilty about, oh man, I really should be recording this. Or, oh, that was really cool. I wish I'd recorded this round. I had one of those in here the other day when I was getting leveled up so I could make this or a similar video. Had a really cool run that just, yeah, the build came together really sweetly. And I was like, oh, I should have been recording that. But would I have been as enjoying it as much if I was? I don't know. I don't know. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Another thing I would say, there's no reason that anybody can't start a YouTube channel. If I can do this, I had no video editing experience, no sound design experience. I have a lot of computer experience, a lot of video game experience, stuff like that. A little bit of community management. I used to be a guild leader, guild officer in a raid guild in Classic WoW and in BC. So I'd been dealing with like 40-man groups and drama and yada yada yada. So I have a little bit of community building / experience. So, but beyond that, I had no skills in any of those things. Let me tell you, you can do it. Literally, I use a program called GIMP. That's what I make my thumbnails in. Free program. It's kind of like Photoshop. Okay, you can do it. It's free. It doesn't take a huge beefy computer. I was doing this on my old computer that was mostly built from like 2017 parts before I built this new one. So you don't need the biggest beast ever to be able to do that. Okay, I record with OBS. It's a free program. It's got a little bit of nuance to it, but you know what? There's an entire niche on YouTube of people who make tutorials for it. You can do that. I render and edit my videos in DaVinci Resolve. It's a free program that's kind of like Adobe Premiere. I paid 0 cents to get started. I had a PC and I had a gaming headset that I would record my voice on. The old Kermit the Frog, when I sounded extra Kermity on that microphone. You can do it. Just start. Your first video is gonna suck. If you're really curious, after you watch this one, go watch my first video on the channel. It's Against the Storm. You can see I feel a lot more awkward. I think I and ah a lot more. I think back then I used to edit the video to take out the... you get mouth noises like pops and clicks. It's from dry mouth when you're talking too much, which, you know, it's kind of a babble thing that you do. Not being hydrated enough while you're recording, etc., etc. And I think I went through there and I like edited every single one of those out in like a 2-hour video. I do that a little bit in some of my Dominions videos, but that's a much different environment than live gameplay. So what I'm trying to say there is, if you think that you have something to share, if you just have a passion about it, do it. Just do it. Especially if you have reasonable expectations. If you just want to share your passion, you will find other people who are passionate about it. The only thing that you need is you need to have decent audio. If your audio sounds really, really bad, it's too quiet, you recorded it so loud that YouTube brought the volume down, no one's going to listen to it. No one will watch it. If your video looks bad, people might still watch that, but they will not go through a video that sounds bad. That is definitely something I know. When I was having those sound problems, my stats showed people are just like, nah, man, I'm out. Even though the content was 100% the same as everything else I did, just the sound having the issues it had, people just refuse to watch it. Which is rightfully so. No one owes you anything to watch something that you're working on. Okay, we still need bricks. What is going on with our bricks? Like, what's the dealio here? You're working on it, I just don't have enough people. Alright, let's add some more. Man, I can't afford anything. Add some more people there. I'd love to get that fixed, but I think this takes priority. This should be really useful to get that up and running. Okay, other things that we need to do. Let's get a person in here. Let's actually do 2. Let's really bulldoze this quick while we can. Yeah, any of those is fine. I need 7 packs of crops, and I want to do that one first because it's gonna make packs of crops get +1. Way more efficient. And then we can use those over here. We'll set those up. I also don't have anyone working there. I don't have any building tasks at the moment, so actually get in there. We're going to want to make a bunch of crop packs. The fishing thing, one of the mechanics here is you can use bait and it will make you get more fish out of here. And this one's weird because we have to use up all 60 charges and then we get the fish. Unlike everywhere else where I harvest and then bring it over as we go, we have to do this all in one go. You can pull in your nets early, but it uses up the pond. So I never want to do that. I would have to be in a huge emergency. All right, we're already in 2. This isn't going to change anything. Let's go ahead and pop that. I do have 2 recipes I can pick. Let's see what those are quick. The ranch. Okay, we're in. We're already going down the food line of things. Okay, we already can do skewers very well. However, biscuits would do my humans, and porridge does humans and foxes. I'm going to take that. We're just going to be a very food-heavy build at the moment, but that's okay. Let's get the ranch first. And then we'll build the house. Oh boy, you are a chonker. Look at that. Also, I need to move you. Getting a little far away from where I'm collected. Let's just clear out area back here. We're going to build more houses. Actually, now that I think about this, either you need bricks... I do not want you to be built yet. I want this done. And actually, we have the bricks now, but not the people. You guys done yet? Not yet. Are you guys working? Yes, I'm going to pull one off of this so that I have a builder free. And I'm actually just going to send them over here. I'll have those foxes reinforce. Okay, so we didn't get anything that's going to change our packs. So to finish this, we need 4 packs of building materials. And I'm going to make those out of wood because that's the most renewable resource. And then I need 3 packs of provisions. And I'm going to make that whatever we have that we can do. So it's going to be, well, no, let's not. Let's make it specifically out of meat because I can make meat, or eggs because I can make eggs. And I want just 3 of those. I also don't need this to be nearly as high. Let's bring that down to like 4. That'll let him do a couple of them. So we'll have some for here. And I'm going to say this is not optional, only with bait. Just to make sure I don't mess that up. So if you do want to start up a channel, I really suggest give it a try. You know, go watch some tutorials. There's a thousand hours of GIMP tutorials, DaVinci Resolve tutorials, OBS tutorials. They'll show you 100 different ways to get yourself set up. If you're only uploading videos, your internet connection only matters in so long as how long it's going to take you to upload your video. Other than that, the quality doesn't matter as much. If you want to stream, that changes, but for everything else, you can do that. You can render videos in 1080. Most people watch videos in 1080. I've experimented with 1440, and I do like it. I like the quality a lot more. And on my personal computer, I do watch things when available in 1440, but that's because I have a decent computer and a good connection, etc., etc. People will watch 1080. It's fine. Don't feel like you need to build these huge streamer machines that are going to cost you $2,000+ to get started. Just start. It's fun. Weirdly enough, I enjoy the process of it. Some days I have to drag myself out a little bit to get going, but you know, that's like anything you're dedicated to. I'm just worried I don't have anything for the lizards to do that they like, and they're going to be really cranky, but I think I'm going to do that. We're going to need some to work here anyways. All right, with my foxes, please go help restore this. You guys are working on planks. I need to get a cornerstone that will increase chopping speed. I don't want to use water on that. I still have extra people floating around. There's no reason not to fill my water up. We also need a house. Also, I should have had this down earlier. If we had 1 decoration, we would have already been getting a bonus. Okay, now I can actually do some fox houses, but we don't have any planks at the moment, so let's just do another lizard house quick. Keep the scaly boys happy. They're doing some good work, giving us some renown. And that's going to skyrocket here once we have this up and running. And we're just waiting on planks here. And planks are waiting on wood. A chopping cornerstone of some sort would be really good. We've already used up a lot of our coal, so if I got what's it called? The big one where you have to lose all your fuel, but then you get +1 wood is so powerful. It basically makes wood not matter anymore. You'll never run out. Oh, I see what's happening. It's because we're producing. Yeah, I see. I see. Okay, we can turn that in. That's going to give us +1 cloth production, +1 grain production. Cha-ching. Okay, now... No and no. Okay, that means you're out of here for now. Actually, hold on. Maybe not. Because I'm going to need some packs of crops here. Let's go ahead. We could at least get started. We'll put 1 guy in there. Okay, orders again. 15 harmony directions is not too hard, and we can have export specialization. Sure. I'm feeling like we're leaning towards an export town. Okay, 1 more rain collector and just some random rain is very doable. 5 barrels per minute is really strong, and it would give us a monastery. Monastery is actually kind of weak. We only have 2 that want religion, and nobody wants leisure. I don't love green brew. This would be doable though. I could probably handle that, but I don't think so. I think we're actually going to go here, and we're going to go for the extra metal production. So to do that, all we need is another rain collector. Plop that in. Let's move you out of the way. All right, lizards. We have 4 lizards houses. That houses 8. We can keep going. We can house them better. 9, 10. And you know what? I think we're going heavy lizard at the moment, so let's just make them very happy. The amount of renown you get, or the speed of it, is how many people are happy. So these guys at 3 people being happy is fine, but if 11 people were happy, we'd get a lot more. Okay, where's my wood going? Where's all my wood going? Why are you guys not getting that? It's just we're just waiting on wood to be produced. Also, these houses don't need any wood. Oh, just another reason to build them right now. Let's check in on our recipes. All right, I don't want to produce my own crystallized dew because this is a copper map. Okay, here we go. Bricks, we don't have that yet. Copper bars would be fine. Okay, this would let me have training gear though, and this building, I'm pretty sure uses training gear. Yes, it does. And we'd be very efficient in copper bars. I think we're going to take that. All right, and we could do tool production. I think we just see another combo there. Things are getting pretty crowded here of stuff I'm not working on. In fact, I do want the ranch probably next. Let's deactivate you. I want to make sure I build these in a sane order. Boy, we are getting really far away from the middle. You want to keep your important production buildings near your warehouse to reduce the walk time. Houses don't need to be near anything. They never actually have to go to their house. So ideally, you build them like way out here where they're out of the way. And we can move them later too. So that's not a huge problem. Clearing that area. All right, can I upgrade you? I totally could. Okay. Let's build. Now you could build any combination of things that give you the points here, but I for whatever reason I don't care for the decorating in this game, so I almost always build the park because it's worth 4 points, the garden because it's worth 4 points. I did notice that he's using my planks, dang it, and the marble fountain because it's worth 4 points, and this requires 4 points for upgrading. So again, going back to the channel. Things are going really well. I'm surprised, in all honesty, that Dominions has held as strong as it has. Viewership has gone down a little bit, but I mean, we're like 9-ish months in, 10 months in to the game being released. That doesn't surprise me. Hopefully we'll see like a new nation or something get added in a patch, and that should bring another slew of people back for at least a little bit. Would be nice for me. Still enjoying the heck out of it though. I mean, I look forward to those streams every single week, and I've got my production process for pregame videos down pretty well. I'd like to keep improving on that, but it's also kind of like my baseline, if that makes any sense. Like, I know about how long it's going to take to play test. I know about how long it's going to take to record. I know about how long it's going to take to edit and make the thumbnail. So I can kind of like schedule my week around that. And that's another thing I've kind of discovered. If you're going to do a channel like that, where you're going to try to produce weekly content, you need to make sure that it's sustainable. There have been times, including recently, where I have been pushing myself so bloody hard to try to keep up with things. Now, that's a two sides of the same coin though, right? Like, I grew because I did that. But conversely, if you're going to burn yourself out, maybe that's not worth doing.
Yes.
You know, grab this long-term contract. Make people that are in buildings that they're comfortable in, which is almost nobody except for this guy at the moment, get an extra +2. Yeah, so I was actually planning on kind of taking it a little bit easier this month. But all the fool for me, because I had the triple whammy of it was election season in the US, which is some of the highest ad pay that YouTube's going to have all year. It's Q4, again, the highest point in the year. And I had a video pop off. The Zephon video just really blew up. It kind of like almost doubled what the channel's been doing recently, in all honesty. Now, some of those people are not going to hang around, but those of you who do, I thank you. And yeah, you just got to make hay when the sun shines, and the sun was shining. So we definitely took advantage of that. So instead of a one-off Zephon video, I did multiple series, and we've been streaming 3 days a week. And I've kept up on my Dominion stuff. I haven't missed a single week since I started back in, was it late January, early February? I've never missed a video, never missed a stream. Despite the best efforts of several events. Over the summer, I don't work summers. I have a seasonal job. And literally the week before I got off, my well, it didn't go dry, but it went shallow. I don't know. The water table dropped below my well briefly. So all summer, all consuming, when I thought, oh, this is going to be so sweet. I'm going to work on the channel. Like, my plan was to do about 10 to 15 hours a day of channel work. And instead, I did some of that, but I also had to find somebody to drill my well, somebody to come out and build a new pump house. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was so frustrating. On one hand, thank goodness I was off because I could deal with that. On the other hand, well, dang it, there went all my time. So, yeah, that's a thing. All right, we need some ranch workers. Let's switch you out. Now, at the ranch, I want meat as priority, I want eggs as secondary, and leather as third. 20 leather will be fine. I don't think I want to use any of this stuff yet. If we get some algae, they can use it. That's fine. Let's do 30 meat and 30 eggs is a good stock. You can use plant fiber. Actually, no. Let's make cloth out of that for now because I'm not growing those at the moment. Let's do grain or vegetables. And here you're going to do grain or berries. Yeah. And then we're off and running. We're fine. We're never going to starve at this point. In fact, am I confident enough to turn this on? Meat into oil. And the reason is, I could do grain, right? 3 grain, 5 oil. Or I could take the 3 grain, so basically I could do 3 of these. I could make 30 meat for almost the same amount of grain. And 30 meat... 30 meat would be 50 oil. Now, it does take some work and some time, but that's totally fine. And having oil means I could do some events that I otherwise couldn't do. But let's make this 50. And it's a much better fuel. As you can see, we are struggling. We are struggling here. In fact, I wish I had another free lizard. But I don't. Actually. Well, no, I still am not going to be free. We could find supply. Oh, here it is. Woodcutter's Prayer. I think I am going to do that. We're going to lose the coal, but that's fine. Yeah, we lose all of our fuel that we had stocked up. So this will be a hot moment where we have a sketch fire go out, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And I think I need to accept the new people. I was just complaining about lizards, but I think I'm going to take the bigger group. We just need workers, frankly. Alright, you get in the ranch. Let's get some more materials. And I'd love for things over here to get going. Alright, so over here, we're going to have biscuits as priority 1. We're going to have forage as 2. How many people eat biscuits? Just humans? Okay. I kind of go like 1 species, 2 species as my counts. And we're gonna have you put eggs into that. And here, that's fine. That's fine. And skewers are only gonna use jerky and eggs, ideally. And again, we want lizards. We'll pop one in there. Let's hold up here. We don't have any bricks. Because we don't have any... Okay, that's not going to be built anytime soon. We're going to have a brick problem. Okay, do we have anything I can do to get... Not easily. We need to pop another glade, probably. I'd like to do the larger glades. Interesting. Because the amount of hostility we take versus the amount of resources is better. I think we're going to pop this one. We may look at adding another hearth over here. We have a road right here. Let's go ahead and into that. We are already up to hostility 3, which makes me a little bit nervous. Alright, what do we got? We're already producing 2 of those things. Boots are kind of interesting. We have a leather supply. That's very interesting. Dyes useful for various things. Sure, we'll take a cobbler. Nobody's shown up lately. Still not here. How are we doing on the fish? We are one third of the way through. Also, I've just noticed we need a house. We have a unhoused fox. Let's actually build some fox housing because we have those pieces of metal. Get that out of the way too, please. Relatively chill so far, but this is going to escalate. Especially having those escalating storm timers. Could get pretty hairy there. So, going back to the channel again. So, another big one I noticed is we hit the 2,000 subscribers semi-recently. And I don't know what it is about that. That seems to be a little bit of a magic number. I've had a couple different developers or marketing people reach out to me for various things. We did a very small sponsored video for Devil Helper. Pretty cool little game. Hopefully it's going to do all right for itself. That was my first actual sponsorship. And then we've had a couple other games that have reached out and offered keys. Some on the channel already, some still kind of in the background work, but that was really cool. I was not expecting that at all. I didn't have... There's some back-end things you need to have set up to do something like that, and I didn't have any of that, because it wasn't even on my mind, in all honesty. Wasn't something I was thinking about, so very cool to see something like that. Like, the channel's coming a long ways. Now, I have a full-time job, and I'm fine, but like many people, the economy is not well, and the position I work now, I used to work in a similar but different position, and those jobs were all cut a couple years ago. And the finances have not gotten better. So I'm very nervous about my long-term prospects. So how cool would it be to turn a hobby into a job and be able to do something you absolutely love and would do anyways, and be able to support yourself off of that? And the channel's been doing pretty well for itself. I think this month, being November, it's already going to be our best month ever in the last year. And I think that with that, I'll have earned enough on the channel to, it depends on how you allocate things. We paid for the microphone, the camera, the lights, the green screen, and the entire PC that I use. Now, if you took the amount of time I've spent on my channel and turned it into an hourly wage, I make about 2 cents an hour. Yeah, 2 cents an hour. But, that's just because it's the startup time, getting that growth. We do a lot better now than we did in the past. And I would love to see that continue to grow. I would love it. How good would it feel to walk into work one day and say, you know what? Forget you guys. I can do my own thing. You know, I'm sure many of you dream about the same thing, right? Be your own boss. By education, I actually have a bachelor's of science in business management. When I graduated, was in a past recession, and I never really got to work in the field. At the time, I basically just had to take what I could take, and that put me on a certain career path that I have followed to this point. But yeah, I like business. I always dreamed of being my own boss. You know, you live and die by the sweat of your own labor rather than, you know, having, this is the 15-minute break you can have. This is the 30-minute lunch you can have. You have to show up at this time on this day, even though it doesn't make any sense and there's a better way to do things. During the lockdowns, I got to work from home, and it was very good for me. I really liked it. I had no problems completing my work. In fact, I got more work done because I had less people interrupting me to do things for them than I normally do in my regular job. And it's very frustrating to me that they will not let anybody work remotely because some other people did not choose to make good choices while they were working remote. So we punish everyone for some reason. I think we're going to go with this trading one for good friends. And we're going to really focus in on that. We need to get... we have a better provision pack. Yeah, we need better provision packs before we can really pop off there. All right, you come out of here because you could be working on that. Ditto for you. What's your holdup? Planks. Always planks. We don't have a better building for that yet. All right, what did we get? Altar of Decay. Again, we have none of this. Oh, no, I take that back. We have the resin, or we could make oil. Again, oil's so good. If we did that, we lose one guy, and we get a Harmony Altar, which permanently reduces hostility. Or we tear it down and get these resources. I would much rather this. I'll take one death. Alright, humans. I need my foxes free. Trade out so that they can come do this. And let's see who dies. A fox fisherman has died. Well, he must have been the weakest one. Alright, we need 15 harmony, and this is going to be 9 harmony right here. So that's a good combo there. We need to do those trade things. I need provisions for that. And standing is also trade. I need provisions for that. We are set there. Alright, you come clear over there. Did we get anything? No. Okay, I need something to make bricks out of. That's kind of a holdup we have at the moment. Okay, we have a 50% chance of getting clay from that. What about the roots? No. 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 Okay. I think we need to do this, and we do have the building already. You. So, this is going to be kind of awkward. It's really far out of the way, but yeah, we just need to do that. We don't really have a choice. And we're going to need to look at that. I don't think we need the rain, although we've used up a bunch of it. How have we used up all that water? Did I just never collect during the storm? Alright, we do have other water here, though. And we could stick people in. Are you guys all busy, or are you just chilling? You're all busy. You're all busy. Okay, what if we traded some humans in there? The reason being, they'll really like this, and that'll make them happy. I don't have anywhere I can do that for the humans or for the foxes. Okay, so we could cut off wood cutting. Man, we have like no fuel. Holy moly. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to cut off. Oh man, but that's gonna. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be a really sketchy storm. Hello. Hey, friendo. I don't even know if I want to sell that, if I'm being honest. None of this is going to get me out of the current situation. How are we doing on meat? We got lots of meat. I'll tell you what. Now I actually do need those skewers. Okay, yeah, we'll make do. If somebody gets close to leaving, we'll favor them or something. Maybe we'll just have to accept we're going to lose a person or two. Also, what was this? A tea house. Yeah, builds a bunch of stuff we don't have. Cool. Okay, luckily these aren't like wimpy races, so it takes them a while to get really sad. I think we'll probably have to click on some sacrifice here at some point. Alright, no more planks for a second, because I need the wood. Can we... Okay, if I did that... Okay, that's not taking me low enough. And if we take you out, that does take us low enough. Alright, but 3-0. Alright, hopefully that bought us enough time. We lost a fox. Okay. Not much else I can do about that. That was about as good as I could do. Back in there. And we lost a human. Unfortunate. Alright, we're back. We're back. Alright, I need people really badly. I hope those newcomers are close. Part of the problem there was, I think we had somebody unhoused. That wasn't helping. 5 lizards. I think I'd rather just have a spanner. Ooh, and some clay. There we go. Alright, you guys. Put a person back in. Get working on planks. Sure, work on that. Sure, get that cleaned up. There we go. Now I have a building I can put some lizards in. That'll make them actually happy. And that's, unfortunately, shoot, that should not have been, this should have been built first. Alright, well, keep working. I don't have anything. We're not producing anything here except for the oil, really, that we could sell. And for tools, we do want to do that, but we don't have the planks or the metal at the moment. Oh, that would have helped too. We just upgraded this because we finished that decoration finally. Now we are level 2. We get 10% global production speed, and we get a resolve, and we are less likely to take corruption. All good things. We need a service in range. That's telling me this doesn't count. That is really sad. That is really sad. There's not, you can't move this. So, much sadness. Cobbler, what were you? Tea house. Now the cobbler, what was... Cobbler does boots, building supplies, and dye. And the manufactory does fabric, barrels, and dye. Fabric is what I would want this building to be doing. Alright, let's not do that for a moment. I just need to get other things finished. Like, let's get those fox house. And +1 extra. That'll house all my foxes in their specialty housing. Right now I'm housing 12 lizards and no human specialty housing. That's hurting me a lot. I need to get some human specialty housing. Let's path in up there. Are you all finished? Yep. So we can move you. That's fine. And I want that in range here because that'll fill up our harmony. Now we need 6 more harmony decorations, so this will give us 4. 13, and then we need 2 more. I'm going to have to move these later to probably a second hearth, so I'm just going to build them next to each other. Those are very expensive, unfortunately. Alright, over here, I need somebody to work on this so we can get some of that. Fish hut is idle. Nice, we finished that first fishing thing. If we look here... 142 fish. Ching. Also, scales is a new one. Scales are very interesting. You can use them for several different things. You can smelt them into copper bars, and I think you can make dye out of them too. Pretty nice. I am gonna work on this, I think. This one is algae. We can use algae to make cloth and flour, so pretty handy there. We're gonna do the same thing here, only with bait. We will need to make some bait, it looks like. And we can do that out of veggies. Yep. Let's actually turn those two off and just use the veggies for the moment. We're collecting them here, and we're growing them there. Now, I could speed this up with a warehouse. So a warehouse, like, in this neighborhood wouldn't be terrible. If I move you forward one and put a path here... If I wanted to do another hearth, it can't be too close, so we're looking at something like up here. Wouldn't be terrible. It's right between like two mining locations. Yeah, I think we're going to try to clear that out. Build that up to there. I'm really leery about... I want this to be semi-efficient. In fact, I want this to be so semi-efficient. I'm going to move it over here for a minute. We just need to get some wood stockpiled. We are still iffy. All right, let's actually turn on fuel. For oil. It burns for 29 seconds instead of 14. So that's going to buy us some time. Alright, here... I need a lizard. I need a lizard. Come on down. Pop them in here. We do want to do some training gear. Pie would be fine. 2 people like pies, so 50 pies. And it could be a fish pie. Or a meat pie. There you go. A little shepherd's pie here. And let's make 50 training gear. And we're going to make it out of copper bars only. And here... Let's... No, let's actually just have one dude here. We're not going to be able to sustain this. In fact, let's not even make that yet. I don't need to make my lizard super happy at the moment. Yeah, just one guy. What I'd rather do is make a couple tools. And we want that right now to be 15 is the max. If I could get 3 sets of tools, we could pop open these crates. And we could rush us along here. Human craftsman left. I hope that was the old message and not a new one. Okay, pies and biscuits. We're doing both of those things. That's very, very doable. We have 0 ancient tablets, and we're not going to produce crystals. We're going to do that. That's just a matter of time to get that finished. Okay, got another harmony decoration built. We just need to do these 2, and then that'll be done. Provisions. Do I dare? You know what? I can make them out of meat and eggs. Do it. I hate this a lot. That's so inefficient, but I gotta get trading. We got trade goals to get done. We're not getting anywhere on those. Actually, what am I doing? You could actually be on this closer one. That cut down our walk time by like half. We have literally 0 wood. I need more efficient planks. That's what's killing me. Okay, oh, there it is. Woodcutters move 20% faster. I need that. There's just no two ways about it. I don't need 9 wildfire essence. I need like 4. So we could sell 5 of those. I could go for just some straight cash. Nothing else here is like super needed. So we'll just take the cash. And I need 2 more. Okay, let's set ourselves up. So I need 2 more cash. How are we going to pay for that? I think we're going to pay for it with this. And we'll even out that with 1 root. That's probably as close as we're going to get. Trade. Man, I'm so glad they added those autos. I think if you watch my first video, I don't think that existed back then. Or maybe they had just added it. But so nice. All right, 20% faster movement's huge. That's not going to solve the problem, but that'll help when I'm chopping from far away and they're having to walk a long distance. Or even this little bit back and forth. Let's actually move this clearing right here out. You know, we could actually build this too. Get that up and running. Alright, how bad's this storm going to be? We have everyone has a house, although we have a lot of people in the generic housing, especially humans. We should be fine. Our fire's not going to go out. We increased the level here to 2, so we have the extra oomph. We still need to get a service. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'd like to get this chopped so I can build another thing up here. We also have not done any mining. We're really missing out on this. Like, majorly. Alright, I think I'm cranky enough about that that I'm going to move this to here. Where exactly do I need this to be? I could build it right there. So if you would just clear out this, we could build that. The reason being, if I'm mining up here in one of these mine spots, when they take a break, they're going to go all the way over here. It's going to waste so much time. Now, putting in a second one will also increase our fuel needs, so that's something to be concerned about. I think this place needs to be fueled. Drizzle water. Do we have a drizzle? We don't, unfortunately. We have storm. No, I am manning this, right? Yeah, I am. I think I will go ahead and put pipes in here, and I will try to speed that up. Now, this is going to do production speed by 50% and increases chance for extra production by 25%. This worker has 10%, so that's 35%. And then their complex foods also increase their chance of double. I don't know what percentage that is, but we've got at least 2 of those going. So we have, like, let's call it maybe 40% chance to get double. So we're looking for X2s, essentially, instead of X1s. This is where you can really juice your economy. Okay, we have 2 humans that are collecting roots. We have more roots. And they are giving me stuff I'm not getting anywhere else. So I think that's fine. We'll continue doing that. Our food situation is looking mighty fine. Mainly on the backs of a bunch of fish and veggies. So, you know what? Let's pull that labor out and see if we could allocate them somewhere else. It's drizzle right now. Let's grab a bunch of drizzle water while I have a second. And I'll keep this rolling. Yeah, I think that's just fine. So moving forward on the channel, jumping back here, I'm really excited. It was very unexpected that I would start having people reach out to me, as I mentioned before, but I'm excited for that. If nothing else, just the chance to show off some new games. Like, I never would have found that Gnomes game to show you guys, and I think that's a cool one. I really do. That was unpaid. I'm not paid to say any of that. I just got the key. But I thought that was a really cool game. It's something I never would have found. You know, it's hard. Steam does an okay job of discoverability, and we finally finished this. Very nice. But, I mean, there's like 1,000 games that come out every day on Steam, and 999 of them are crap. How do you find the one good one? So, that's a service I would like to provide for people. We're going to take this. As we make planks, we get free barrels. Making containers sucks, and we don't have good clay. We could make it out of leather, but that's whatever. And I hate barrels. Barrels are so stupidly overpriced. How are we doing on tools? We do have enough. I need some more population to do that, though. We'll take the brick, I think. And boxes. Come over here. And we're going to open that. Housing. I have 7 foxes, 2, 4, 6, so I need another fox house. Foxes are relatively easy to keep happy, as you can see. So I want to keep that gravy train rolling. All right, let's also... Hopefully I'm not going to sink myself here with fuel costs. Hopefully. And then... I'm just debating where I want to put in my warehouse. Probably like right here. We'll have a walkway that goes here. I can't really tell. Okay, the door's right there, so I'll be fine. You guys, could you chop that out of the way? Let's get a mine up and running. As I mentioned, we're really missing out not having crafted our freebies here. All right, now lizards like to do this, so we're gonna put a lizard in charge. Yay, that made them happy. All right, what we're looking for right now is a service. It is so unfortunate that we got this building, and it has its toe in, but not far enough. I wish I could move that. Alternatively, we could have built a hearth over here, and I mean, one of them has to count, right? But I don't know. I don't have anything over here to work on. This makes a lot more sense to make my mines efficient. So that is what that is. All right, what do I want? We can already fulfill brawling with this building once we want to. So we're probably looking ideally for religion. That'll hit both of these species. And if not religion, probably tea, because I think we can make tea in one of these buildings. Or we picked up a building. Yeah, you can make tea. I guess we can make tea and incense, so either one would work. Let's see what we get. Okay, we're definitely not going that. We can already make porridge. I do have 2 species that would like pickled goods, but I'm not going to take a 1-star. We're not hurting for it. I don't like any of these. Let's use a reroll. We're already making tools. We're already making oil. Okay, better bricks and pottery. I don't love that, but I'll take it because I don't want to wait for money to do a reroll. I need provisions. Provisions or a service. We didn't get either. Ouch. No. No. Okay, I'm definitely re-rolling that. Nothing there's gonna save me. We need some more provisions. Okay, we have some. Let's look and see what we could sell. We could sell some coal for not much. Packs of crops, that's selling for a lot. 12, we'll do that. We could sell off some of our fish. If that was 2, I would do it. We could sell off some berries. 8, yes. We could sell off a thing of mushrooms. No. Okay. That's all we have for now, and you're on the way. We still don't have a better one of those right now. I'm gonna up this to 8, I think. We do have the +1, so at least this is semi-efficient. Cobbler used to do that. Okay, you're telling me you're out of stuff to do. Let's get you out of there. You're still working. Okay. I need those trees out of the way. This is a nice mine. We're gonna get coal and salt. Salt is one of the new resources. And it replaces some of the annoying stuff too. That's a pretty good one. And copper. So we're going to get everything out of this mine, essentially. And what we want to just burn through mining those so that we can get forging. I've done a really terrible job. Talking too much and not playing enough. A Babel special, to be sure. Alright, keep going, buddies. So that's been super cool for the channel, like really unexpected. I was not expecting that until maybe like 5,000 subscribers or something. And what's really cool about my subscribers is a large portion of them are actually active. For most YouTube channels, they complain because like maybe 10% of their subscribers actually watch their videos. By watch time, I get about 44% is subscribed people watching the videos. That is amazing. That is a super strong stat. Like, super duper good. So thank you to everyone who watches the videos, and more importantly to me than that, who comments, who shares their expertise. You know, I've had almost 0.0001% bad interactions. It's been all pleasant. I don't even know how to ban somebody. I probably shouldn't keep saying that because I'm going to jinx myself and summon in the bots, but that just means that I have great people who I get to interact with. That is amazing. Also, I'm hearing. Ooh, yeah, I probably shouldn't. We probably should build a blight post. Let's actually plop that in over here. Now let's staff that with a lizard right away. And you can make 10, and I want you to do that out of oil. Probably should have been on top of that. Alright, can I fit you where I want you? Yes. And then we're going to put in a road. And let's also get our warehouse. Plop it right there. Yeah, we're up to 4 hostility. That is spooky. That is really high. Okay, down a little bit because we burned off one of those. Or maybe that's not what changed. I don't know what changed on that then. Either way, get rid of it. Alright, we got some of our money back. Let's do a reroll. A market. Leisure. Nobody wants leisure. Treatment. Only the foxes want treatment. It's not good enough. We can do fabric. We need to get that repaired. Okay, planks. We already do tools. It also adds luxury packs. That's a thing. Granary could take over. We could make some pickled goods. We could do better packs. I'm going to reroll. Granary is not a bad choice, though. This is greed. Greed does not pay off as is usual for me. Man. Nope. That was. I shouldn't have gone greedy. Right. Any more trade routes we could do? I need these to be worth 6 amber. Here we go. Oh, that one we could do. That's a lot of copper bars. I should go turn that recipe on. You know what? I don't really want to use these, but I want to complete that. So we need to pop it at some point. Alright, so that is this building. Could also do that. And I just took my lizard out, unfortunately. Yeah, you can turn on fish too. Are we making fish jerky? You can't. Why is fish not a jerkable meat? You could definitely make fish jerky. What are we gonna use you in? We can't make provision facts out of you either, right? We can. Actually, you know what? Use up the fish, because I got nothing else to do with that. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Did I not? Oh, that's fine. And you can, you know what? Just use up all that stuff. That's okay. I probably should drop another person in there. Anybody else? Barrels for 2. No. Meat. We could totally sell meat. So we're gonna pay our way to victory. Right, no more people at the moment. Let's get building. All right, so we are 11 people over what we need to have the max level. So what I like to do is I move these junky ones first. And that's going to remove 12 people. And then we're below. So then we're going to build. Let's build another lizard. All right, our mine is ready. Let's swap 2 people in there. And I'm going to immediately upgrade. I want to go fast, so we're going to do the speed. And I don't. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. Yeah, we need 20. It'll be a minute. Keep working on it. Alright. Please don't screw me again. Okay, here we go. Provisions. That's what we need. Monastery could work. Again, we don't have anyone with leisure. I want at least a double. So I'm gonna take provisioner if that's totally fine. We can juice ourselves up with that. Water skins would be good. Maybe. We do. Okay. For the sake of not re-rolling 100 times, that will allow me to harvest that one. So that's fine. Alright, let's get that provisioner in. And I also see I didn't build my brickyard. Let's get that in. And that should mean I don't need to make bricks here anymore. I need 20. No crystallized, dude. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Lizard. You gotta go there. And you guys are done. At least 20 in there. Alright, provisioner, we can finally make flour. Let's make like 50. Any of those is fine by me. Make that as your priority. No barrels. And meat. Oh no, we said we were going to use our fish this way. And let's make like a ton. Let's make like 40. Because sometimes you get those really juicy trade offers and you don't have enough. Speaking of. Got the supplier. Also does flour, does planks. No real room over there anymore. Let's go back over here. I lost him. I lost him. Provisioner. No, supplier. Sure. And then plop you right there. Just for the order of things, we'll plop that there. Alright, here. 21 out of 20. I'm just going to leave that. That's fine for now. Still don't have a service. But I could build the other things. You don't need this here. Let's move that to them. Those don't matter. Alright, so we need 2 more greens and a blue. So again, I'm just super lazy. You definitely could decorate these and make them look nice. For whatever reason, I just don't care. Make them with that. There we go. Keep that running. And then here, I'm totally fine if you also want to work on flour. I don't care who does. But you can do that secondary. Actually, you could do that tritary. Make me 40 of these. And anybody? You. That also means now we're building everything else except for pipes somewhere else. Let's get out of here. No more of this. We can do all this more efficient finally. I'm not going to destroy this because we might need the pipes. Ditto with this. We might need... I'm going to return all those to the main stockpile. Just so they're available to be used. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, look at that. Look how much we've skyrocketed forward. We could easily win if we could get a service. Easily. I'm going to move these out of the way in case I can build a service there. Really, we'd already have won if this was in range. To wit, we might even be able to win. Where's my building that can do training gear? Yeah, we've got metal. Let's put a couple extra hands in here. Raider arrived. Jana, indeed. Definitely gonna take mold supply. We'll take another long-term contract and heavy millstones. This would take me darn close, too. I need 16, so I need 7. See if we can sell some of these. Great. Yes. This is going to give us half a rep point. We are less than a point from victory. Yeah. In some ways, this went really fast. In other ways, this went really slow because I was jibber-jabbering so much. I will finish my thoughts here because I don't want to drag on past the gameplay. But... moving forward on the channel, more of the same. Dominions isn't going anywhere. I'm still really enjoying it. I haven't actually counted, but I think we're at the halfway point, or maybe just above it. I don't remember off the top of my head how many late age nations there are. So, I mean, we're looking at another, at least, let's say, half a year of Dominions content, and hopefully we'll have some more stuff come out, which will extend that a little bit. And, you know, just because I finish all the guides doesn't mean we can't go back and revisit things, play nations again. Some of the streams are better than others. Different builds, different things we can do, multiplayer. I mean, it's not a dry well to harken back to earlier, for sure. What are we gonna do with you? We're almost done, so don't need to be too iffy. Man, we're gonna finish and I'm not even gonna craft a single one. Sag. Way to go, Babel. Not even show off the new mechanic you came here to show off. Do I have any free people? No, not really. Need to come in here. Yeah, of course not. How are we doing on that? It's because we don't have any wood. Man, we have been wood starved this entire map. That's not going anywhere with Dominions content. I'd like to continue just with other stuff. I always kind of mention I am... Oh, human worker left. Oh, Sag. Not a lot I can do about that. We could sacrifice some coal. I think we will. Should have done that earlier. I still kind of searching for like that secondary game that's gonna like be the second pillar of the channel. Zephon was pretty good, but I can see that's already trailing off. So that's not, doesn't have the hardened player base that something like Dominions has. Coming up though, we have all kinds of game releases yet again. Like I still haven't even got through the stuff from 2 months ago I want to show off. We've got Path of Exile 2. We have the new Monster Hunter. We have Civ 7 coming out. Just 3 off the top of my head. Like all kinds of stuff. Caves of Cud, that's a maybe for me. I've kind of felt the bug to play some Dwarf Fortress. I don't think anyone's gonna watch it, but I may put it out anyways because that's what I want to do. So, ooh, nice. We'll take that. So all kinds of stuff. I am nowhere near out of ideas. I'm just out of time, and hopefully I'll find ways to find more time. Over Christmas, we'll have the regular stuff, probably just the Dominion stream, and then I think I'm going to try to do an RPG. I'm kind of leaning towards Disco Elysium, but Octopath Traveler or Pale Beyond are also kind of, not really an RPG, but games I'm thinking about. I still haven't done Book of Hours. There's just so much more to come, builders. So much more to come. I hope you're here for it. I hope you're here for it. Because I'm still having a blast, and I hope you are too. Yeah, you guys are just really making it enjoyable. My favorite thing is when people offer up advice or tips, and have you tried this? Have you tried that? Oh, we did it. We did it. We got one. Because it makes me think about games in a different way and be able to learn new things. Every 30 bait used, well, we've already done our fishing. Every 25 building materials produced, well, the map's almost over. Every 3 completed trade routes worth 5 amber. This would probably be what I'd pick now if the map was going to continue. And I would probably go extra just random food, I think. Yeah, let's forge it. Just to see what our next one would have been. Every 2 firekeepers in the settlement or numbers of races. Wizard resolve is increased. Religion resolve is increased. Jerky production. Workers can carry more, and we can boost that. Probably grab that one. Wizard resolve is increased by 2. That's kind of sort of weak. I would probably go with like religion and try to get religion building. I don't have the next shard though, so we can't do that yet. I think lizards are going to take us over the finish line here momentarily. Any more trade routes we can do? Oh yeah. That one. Do that one. Man, we just made so much money. Trading is so good at this level. Trading is so good. Yeah, we kind of accidentally into the victory here. This was definitely not the best showcase of gameplay ever. But anyways, I do think this new biome is very cool. I didn't show off the Coastal Grove. If you'd like to see the Coastal Grove, put a comment below about it. and I may come back. I may do it anyways. Like I said, I just do it for fun. So do what I want. And if you guys enjoy it, all the better. Beyond that, if you have comments just about the channel in general, this would be a great place to post some. Your likes, you know, dislikes are fine too. 1% better, man. That's how we've gotten to where we are, because I'm willing to take on advice. I'm willing to say, hey, yeah, that sucked. I want to do better. You know, I try to improve. I honestly do. And I think that's a way to go about that. So we finished it up. Apparently we got Miner's Paradise. I guess this is the first viceroy I've done on this map. So hooray. We can head back to the world map here. All right, well, this ended up being about 20 minutes shorter than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. But that is okay. That is okay. No one ever accuses me of being too quick, that's for sure. All right, builders, that's going to be it for this anniversary episode. An odd one. I promise I won't jibber jabber like this in most videos, but I just wanted a backdrop of things that I could talk. You know, I feel like I'm sitting on the couch co-op playing with you guys when I stream, and that's what I love about it. So yeah, thank you again to everyone, subscribers, viewers, members especially, anyone and everyone. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being so awesome. Thank you for making this channel what it is. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All right, builders, get out there and build yourself a deep mine, because you could definitely do better than I did on that map. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, builders.